A very good afternoon to all of you. You have tuned in to Mirror Now. I am Gauri Singh, and first up this afternoon, our top focus is the infighting that the Congress is witnessing right now in the state of Punjab and Chhattisgarh. In fact, the party high command is in a fix with its relentless attempts to diffuse the growing internal power tussle in the two states. In poll-bound Punjab, it is CM Captain Amarinder Singh versus newly inducted Punjab Congress chief Navjot Singh Sidhu. On the other hand, in Chhattisgarh, there is CM Baghel and Minister TS Deo, who are up against each other over the post of chief minister. In fact, there seems to be no end to Punjab Congress infighting. The growing turf war between Captain Amarinder Singh and Navjot Singh Sidhu has intensified, increasing the headache for the Congress party. In a U-turn, Punjab unit in charge, Harish Rawat, who earlier sought to be relieved from his post, citing polls in Uttarakhand, has said that he will continue as Punjab in charge till the party wants. This comes as he met party president Sonia Gandhi yesterday and Rahul Gandhi today in Delhi. Remember, there have been series of meetings as Congress High Command tries to firefight tussle within Punjab unit ahead of state polls. The tension has been simmering since long, but has further heated up in the last few days after Captain was seen holding diplomacy dinner to flaunt his hold over the state unit, right after rebel MLAs and ministers from Sidhu camp raised the demand to replace him. Soon after, State Congress Chief Sidhu was seen warning the High Command to give him the freedom to take decisions or else he would give a befitting reply. His motor-mouth advisor Mali also stepped down amid mounting pressure. So far, the party's High Command, in fact, has failed to mend the rift in the Punjab units, and however, the party maintains that all is well in Punjab Congress.
पंजाब के प्रभारी हरीश रावत हमारे साथ है बात करने के लिए। रावत सर, राहुल गांधी से मुलाकात हुई, क्या रहा इसमें?
मैंने उनको सब जो बातें इतने दिन मैं ब्रीफ नहीं कर पाया था, उनको ब्रीफ किया, उनको सब ब्रीफ किया और वही बातें जो कांग्रेस प्रेसिडेंट से कही थी वही बातें मैंने उनके सामने भी रखी।
क्या राहुल गांधी ने कोई फॉर्मूला बताया कि किस तरह से इस लड़ाई को रोका जा सके?
असल में उनकी बहुत सारी मीटिंगें थी, तो इसलिए मैंने खाली ब्रीफ करने के लिए उनसे समय लिया था।
And to give more details on this big development, I am now being joined by Ranjita. Ranjita, जैसा कि आप हरीश रावत जी से बात भी कर रही थी, उस ठीक बैठक के बाद कुछ ज़्यादा बोलने को वो तैयार नहीं है हमेशा की तरह, मगर एक बात ज़रूर दोहरा रहे हैं कि सब कुछ पंजाब कांग्रेस में ठीक है, मगर जिस तरीके से एक के बाद एक बैठकें हो रही हैं, हाई कमांड पूरी तरीके से एक्शन में दिखाई दे रहा है, लगता नहीं है कि पंजाब में कैप्टन और सिद्धू के बीच का जो झगड़ा है वो कभी ठंडा हो पाएगा। क्या किसी बड़े ऐलान या बड़े फैसले की हम उम्मीद कर सकते हैं?
देखिए, निश्चित तौर पर हरीश रावत कह रहे हैं कि सब कुछ ठीक है, लेकिन जिस तरह से कल सोनिया गांधी से मुलाकात हुई और आज राहुल गांधी से, कहीं न कहीं जो स्थिति है वो कांग्रेस आला कमान तक पहुंचाया जा रहा है, क्योंकि लगातार मीडिया में जो खबरें आ रही हैं, दूसरी पार्टियों को मौका मिल रहा है कि वो कांग्रेस पर कमेंट करे, और वो भी ऐसा रहा है। बीजेपी के नेता, अकाली के नेता लगातार सिद्धू के मसले पर कांग्रेस पार्टी को घेरने की कोशिश कर रही है। हालांकि हरीश रावत ने ये कहा कि तमाम चीजों को अवगत करा दिया गया है, वो जल्द ही पंजाब दौरे पर रहेंगे और जल्दी ही चीजों को सुलझा लिया जाएगा। अब देखना होगा कि किस तरह से बीच का रास्ता निकालने की कोशिश कांग्रेस पार्टी करेगी। हरीश रावत ये भी कह रहे थे कि पीसीसी भी अच्छा काम कर रही है और मुख्यमंत्री भी अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, तो ऐसे में क्या दोनों को सामने बिठाकर एक लास्ट जो बातचीत की जा सकती है, क्योंकि इस तरह की भी खबरें निकल कर आ रही है कि हरीश रावत जब पंजाब जाएंगे तो दोनों ही नेताओं से आमने सामने बातचीत करेंगे, तो ये एक नया फॉर्मूला हम कह सकते हैं कि निजात करने की कोशिश की जा रही है।
Right, Ranjita, thank you for sharing all those details. In fact, we are now being joined by Vinod Sharma, senior journalist, to talk a little more about this big story. So, Vinod Sharma, thank you for taking the time out and speaking to us. The first thing that is crossing everybody's mind is, of course, the heated battle between Captain and Sidhu that we have been witnessing since many days now. Now, in the past few days, we have seen that both the camps are upping the ante, and there is no sign of ebbing either from the either camps. Now, the biggest thing is that in the past few days, we have also seen High Command holding several meetings. Do you think there is time now for High Command to really step in and come up with a new strategy or a new formula to just douse the fire that has engaged the entire Punjab unit?
I wonder whether the High Command of the Congress Party has the will and the ability to force its decision. In recent weeks in Punjab, it has seemed vulnerable to the politics of blackmail. Now, what Sidhu said yesterday, that unless he's allowed to take his decisions freely, he would be open to revolt and he would be open to getting destructive. He'd say, "Eat baja dunga." This is not the kind of language which any leader at the provincial level uses for the top leadership or his party. Likewise, the show of strength by Amarinder Singh after there was a big uproar over the statement of Sidhu's advisors, that too perhaps was a little bit out of turn. It was not required because in the run-up to the elections, the party cannot show itself as a house vertically split. Now, I really don't know whether Rawat's idea of making the two sit and agree to work together is workable at all. For the simple reason that Mr. Sidhu and Dr. Captain Amarinder Singh are two different temperaments, which perhaps are incompatible with each other. Sidhu is given to loud talk. He's given to making statements in public. He's trying to, establish his leadership by being shrill. Now, this is not the way you establish a leadership, by being shrill, by every day tweeting against the chief minister. I mean, in the process, what you are giving, what you are handing over on a platter to the opposition, to the Congress in the states, are issues about which you yourself are talking. So I wonder, whether this problem is resolvable. I think wiser counsel, if it dawns and if a truce happens, it will be a tenuous truce and it will last only until the ticket distribution stage before election comes. And at the ticket distribution stage, this gulf is only going to widen.
Right, difficult times ahead for Congress party, of course. Thank you, Vinod Sharma, for taking the time out and speaking to us.